Well, hello there. So, I hope it doesn't go down. PSN has been really good, so it shouldn't be too bad. This is the second episode of Home, so I hope you enjoy it. Da 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 da. Couple more. Got that one. Yeah, totally. So now that I've got all that done, I can actually go and do some important stuff. You know, like go on. Hopefully. I think I still need to... Alright. So yeah. It's gonna be a fun time, I hope. That door is still locked, but I'm pretty confident that, you know, like, I'm going the right direction. So, offward we go. Offward and onward, as the some country people say. Ah, I thought I got this. Alright, it should all be good now, so I should be able to actually go and do it, but I don't know. There we go! Woo! Offward we go. So, I'm gonna attempt... Ooh, it's my looky left on the floor. Did I take... Yes, I took it. Why would I not take these things? What does it take me for? Huh? But I got a gun, knife, key. That's really all you need in life. The safety the safety poster had the safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. That's ominous. Wonder what that is. Oh, that's a light. Alright. Within the door we go! We gotta check everything now. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Maybe. I found another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Of course I take it. I thought about the knife I had found within some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me, but he's dead, so I don't know. Should have stabbed him. There was a hint of fresh air here. I must have been near an exit, but I wondered, what did that key I found on the sewer worker do, and what was on the videotape I found? Ooh, piece of candy. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room within this. Using this. I made my way up the ladder as best I could, on my leg. Would I really need that gun or that knife before the end? I wondered what was on that VHS tape I found. Or in that locked room. Should I have gone back to check? My head was buzzing with questions and tried thoughts as I ascended the ladder. Suddenly, as I lifted the heavy lid above me, I could smell fresh, old pine trees. I'm gonna go down. Oh, the lid had fallen, so I can't go back. That kind of sucks. Now that I had all the keys and such. Ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Wow. Yep. An old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yes. I popped the hatch and brought the ladder down. Now I walk up that ladder. Alright, I wonder what's up here. That's not good. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? I slid this filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or IDs of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit cards and driver's license at the very least. So the name would have been nice. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance of the sewer. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Meaning that I have a cool stalker dude that loves me and cares for me. And just wants the best for me, because that's all stalkers ever really want, right? They never want anything bad. They're just your buddies. Don't take that to heart, please. Don't even consider that an option. That's weird. Alright, I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewer. It fits. I heaved open the rusty door. Ah! The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had becoming strangely chill. Alright. Interesting stuff is totally happening here. Boop. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing winds buffeting the decrepit structure. Da 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 da. The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Amongst the papers were newly looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guessed he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? Could it possibly be? What could it possibly be, guys? What do you think? I would love to find out. Great. Door. Alright. So. Oh, that's outside. I'm not done in there yet. La 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 la. An old map encased in glass hung from the wall. It was the train route connected to the old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course! The map I had found in those tunnels and similar locations, marked, and the note I found on the man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? I'm sorry, I couldn't keep that voice any longer. It was hard to yell and do them all at the same time, you know? An old train was ripped open and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looks synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train shell I could see a few faint impacts like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn though. I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. What? What? It was getting colder out there. I had to keep moving. I thought I could maybe, like, walk through the train. But apparently not. This way we go! Sorry, I was getting a really dry mouth. It's really hard to make a voice like that all the time. Alright, I think I'm done in this part. But maybe I'll be back. That's a very creepy noise. I just wanted to be quiet enough so you guys could hear it. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Woo! I'm just gonna say this once. That's a bad idea. Trampled into the dirt, and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Or, you know, use the credit card. So I could see it. I wondered if I could find my way around. Eh? Yep. That's what I thought. La la la. Alright. Something's sneaking in the bushes. Beck shoved back into the rock. Wait! There was a note there too. Did I read it? Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, yep. Rachel. Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The name Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks, older and more faded. Killing people is not okay. Just gonna say this. It's not fun. La 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 la. Woo. Who else was in these woods? One of the two folding camping chairs was knocked over, and there was beer spilled everywhere. Where did the campers run off to in such a hurry? I don't know if you guys hear it, but I hear like ruffling in the forest all the time. Not sure if you guys noticed it, but I'm just gonna tell you now. There's something out here with me, and it's very frightening, and I'm not sure I'm gonna live much longer. So, yeah, there was a cheap two-person dome tent, though the screen on the front I could see two sleeping bags, backpacks, and a small cooler. Okay. That's the chair, right? Yep. This one? Maybe? I'm so lost. Hey, look, a building! Okay, back here. The grimy sink had smelled patch in it. Oh, the grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. No! Not almost! A musty wooden plank prop on the small door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it? Yeah. I wasn't sure why, but I took the blank. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Oh, la, 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 la. So I came from that one. Going into this one? Woo! The side was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the camp. I had finally found the exit! Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Did I miss something? Nah, I don't care. I'm sorry. I hope you find everything in your playthrough. The dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead led me. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean and where the campers had been abandoned there. Would I meet them too? Probably not. Though the patch ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? This seems fun. Alright. Door. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto part factory where I had worked as a machinist all those years. Again, what? The plant had closed down almost 3 years ago. Now, times were better then. I thought I could hear faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. It's not just... It's never just the wind. Huh. 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 Ooh. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? The watch was useless. But I put it in my wrist anyway. No! Yep. I found the dead body of a security guard. Just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? Probably. That was really creepy. What was that noise? The door was locked shut, and there was a little electrical box underneath the handle. A sign was pasted on the front. Danger. Closed for repair. Not repairs! No! There was a large power box within 5 lights on it. Cables burst out the box. Soaked. Snacking. Snaking off the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. I need the key. Woo! One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for maybe a key. That would be a thing, right? Every part of this plant smelled old and rotten. I noticed the old. Board contained yellow clipping. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was the Norman. One of the older guys on the line. Stuff. A power panel looked like it was shut off. Of course I'm turning it on. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched off. The face was unrecognizable. Betty! I really shouldn't say Betty. The power panel looked like it was shut off. Turning that on. Ooh, that's a cool noise. It was shut tight. There was a hard slot on the side. La 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 la. Woo! Our old break table. Of dust grime only. I don't know why. The door had been hastily boarded up from the outside. Or inside, I guess. Inside of this hallway, outside of the door. Somebody didn't want anybody to get out. That's what that means. This was Norman's locker. Turn this on. Ooh. A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on itself. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf, meaning that it had been used recently. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. I slipped the key card into my pocket. Another panel that I hoped could help. And last but not least. Last one, so we should be fine, right? Alright, so we got the key card, so we can go this way now. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say to that. What I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the key card? Yes, I used the... That was a really cool noise. I didn't even notice that. Nope, didn't see nothing there. There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. It looked like I could jump to the room below. My legs hurt enough as it is, but I can see another option. Did I jump? No, we didn't jump. Didn't see any rope around this time. We're gonna go see if we can turn on the... I guess we're gonna jump. Oh man, my leg hurt like hell. What accent was that? There was a crumpled letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily, and it was hard to make out. Did I try to read? Why would I not try to read the letter? Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked like, or what looked to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was, need to, just don't, drinking need. Who was Norman writing to? That poor card was the flashlight. I carried his. Looked like he had met his end violently. I only hoped it was quick. I had to get home to Rachel, but I couldn't see thinking about Rachel, or I couldn't stop thinking about Norman. He and Rachel were friends. Could he help? It wasn't like I really had anyone else to turn to. My leg burned with pain. I only hope I could find my way through the dark patch before me and get to Norman's store. Alright, with that, I'm actually going to end this episode because, well, spaghetti eats noodles. So, peace out. Have a nice day, sir. Or madam. I don't really